Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm joined by my good friend Fred Kreger on this Santa Cruz Valley Business Chamber of Commerce Spotlight. And of course, many people know Fred from American Family Funding, proud member of the Chamber of Commerce. But Fred, I'm going to talk to you as not as a executive with American Family Funding, but I want to talk to you as the president of the California Association of Mortgage Professionals, because right now a lot of people are thinking about refinancing. A lot of people are looking at reverse mortgages, getting pre-qualified, jumping in a really great real estate market. So I want to talk to you today about tips that people should know to make sure they ask the right questions, to make sure that they are protected when doing a mortgage loan.
And that's important, Fred. You know, there's things that you want to look at twofold. One is that there's so much federal regulation, state regulation, et cetera, to try to protect consumers. But really, at the end of the day, the consumers need to protect themselves. And I hope basically to share today some good, useful tips that someone who's going to purchase or refinance a property today needs to really look at.
Now, you were nice enough to give me a list, so for those of you watching on, you can see me kind of checking this list. Never sign a contract without understanding the terms. People actually do that.
Exactly. The unfortunate part is you know, unfortunately, we kill a tree, right, when we do a mortgage today. And it's really important to understand. Ask the question, show me the interest rate, show me if there's any prepayment penalties, show me what the cost is to me, and show me what my payment is going to be.
And a competent mortgage professional should be able to at least walk you through the documents and at least give you the cliff notes on each thing you're signing.
Exactly. And again, that's going to represent competency and also someone that you're going to be able to trust.
And another thing you have on your list, which is make sure you get a copy or keep copies of everything you sign.
Exactly. I can't tell you how many times people will, you know, basically blindly sign, call me back later and say, Fred, I didn't understand this document. We'll just pull that out and say, no problem. This is what this document, you know, basically helps to explain.
And a lot of people, they feel pressured because they want to, internal pressure, they want to get done so they can put dinner on the table when they're meeting with a mortgage professional. But it gives them the ability to read the information on their own, at their own leisure, so they can understand it.
Exactly. I mean, the old adage, you know, there's a commercial out there saying it should be as easy as ordering a pizza. I'm sorry, it shouldn't.
It's not.
Right? It should not be as easy as ordering a pizza.
Yeah, it is not. It is not. Originators should explain all terms of the loan and conditions. Let's just jump to a few things. Some of the important things. Interest rate, fixed, not, points.
Prepayment penalties, no prepayment penalties, etc. Those are the most important things, again, to a consumer. How much money do I have to come in with? You know, are you including the closing costs into my loan on a refinance? Or, you know, what's my down payment going to look like? What are my closing costs? Can I shop? You know, do I have that ability? Do I have to stick with your service providers?
Never sign a blank form, which is another thing on the sheet. But the one I want to ask you about is a door-to-door salesman, which, I mean, come on. The hard-working salesman, the person is calling you on the phone?
Right, exactly. So here's the other thing is that, you know something, and you and I have gone through this for so many years, get a referral. You know, basically trust someone that you know can refer you. It's like ask a friend, hey, do you know someone that you've used that I can trust? Or if there's absolutely no one out there, you need to contact our association, you know,
right,
which is the California Association of Mortgage Professionals. If they want to go there, you can go to www.thecampsite.org.
The C-A-M-P site.org. Or, what a better one, call the Chamber of Commerce.
Absolutely. Santa Cruz Chamber of Commerce. Again, people are not going to avoid the Chamber of Commerce that don't provide ethics, do not have integrity. You know, so let's face it, at the end of the day, you know, there's very few and far between people that you can trust in this business, in any business per se. So what better, you know, way to do it but actually go to the chamber?
Yeah, get a referral. One thing people don't get is when they go to sign their loan docs at the end, because usually it's a rush at the end because it takes a while to get these loans done, you do have the right to wait until it closes on a refinance.
Exactly. You have actually on a primary residence, you have what's called a 3-day right of rescission, which means if after you sign the loan documents, you do have second thoughts, or you find out after the fact some documents that you signed because you were rushed through that, hey, this is what I didn't sign up for, you actually have the ability to rescind that contract at any time, and there's no obligation and no fees that are attached to you.
One of the things I believe in, and that is ask your mortgage professional for a fees worksheet. You get one up front normally, but about 4 or 5 days before you're going to sign, so you have an idea how much money you need to bring in or how much fees are being charged.
Yeah, I think that's really very, very important. For one is that you ask for an estimated fees. before you close. So is it compare the one that you got in the beginning and compare the one at closing before you even sign the loan documents. Demand that.
Yes. Let's talk about licensed. We got a minute or so. Licensing.
No, right. So basically right now is because of all the new rules and regulations, et cetera, that happened in the past, the NMLS, or the National Mortgage Licensing System, is now set up throughout the country that every mortgage loan originator in the country has to be licensed. They go through a full background check. They go through basically a credit check, fingerprinting, have to pass an extensive federal and state exam. Now those are for mortgage loan originators, not necessarily the ones that work for depository banks.
And we're going to ask you to put this information up. It's already up on the campsite, right?
Correct.
Which is
www.thecampsite.org.
So if you want a list of these items, go ahead and go to the campsite. I'm also going to ask Fred to post it to your blog, which is
fredkreger.com. That's FREDKREGER.com.
One more time on the last name.
Kreger. Don't put a U, don't put an I in it.
Very good, very good. Fred, thanks for being a loyal member of the Santa Cruz Valley Chamber of Commerce, being involved in the community, and most of all, the president of the California Association of Mortgage Professionals. Again, fred.kreger@affloans.com.
That's my email address, yes.
Perfect, perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Santa Cruz Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Host Fred Arnold on AM 1220 KHTS.